Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Bad Moon's Orbit. I am Dalton Montgomery, your Warhammer aficionado.
And I'm Darian Smart, and I don't have a clever quip today.
Or do you?
Oh.
That's right. We're talking about the one and only, maybe, Tzeentch.
Maybe!
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Goodness me!
If that intro didn't key you off, viewers, Tzeentch is the god of lies, the god of treachery, the god of deception. Most of all, Tzeentch is the god of change. For what is a lie, what is deception, what is ambition or hope, but aspects of change. But before we get too much into talking about change, let's talk a little bit about some loved game mechanics.
Yeah, we gotta come up with a cute name for this.
We do.
A gaming corner, game box.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll brainstorm off. I do have one.
Ooh.
Mild to major spoiler for Hades 2.
Ooh.
Is that okay, Dalton?
Yeah.
Since the listeners can skip, you can't. You're
No,
in
yeah.
this with me. And I say mild to major because I feel like it really depends on individual interpretation of what you would personally, dear listener, define as a game spoiler. It is not plot, but it is mechanic.
Okay.
And specifically a boss mechanic.
Cool.
Now, I will admit, I haven't played Hades 2. I'm waiting for it to come out so I can just play it on my Switch or whatever Switch 2 is. Like,
valid.
But my brother has played it. I got to sit and watch him do it. I did a whole bonus episode on my other podcast where we got to talk about Hades 2 and how we're excited about it. But I became aware of the... this isn't a spoiler. You fight Kronos. Kronos is like the big bad of the game, right? And so... you eventually get to Kronos. You go through all the levels of the planes where you're going through. You get to Kronos. You fight Kronos. This is my highlight. This is the mechanic of the game. You cannot pause the game in this fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's that. And I haven't played that, but I just know about it. And that's so cool. Yes. And do I wish I didn't know that? A little bit, because I definitely am someone who, like, will pause a game if I'm in a boss fight to be like, why don't bother me, I'm in the middle of it. Actually, usually I won't pause it because I'll throw off my groove. I'll just, like, try to walk away from the distraction. But... that is so cool. The meta of acknowledging the thing that you, the player, are interacting with, and how that would you can pause it any other time in the game. Like, that is not a thing anywhere else in the game. Just when you're fighting Kronos, the Titan of Time.
The tagline every time you die in Hades 2 is "Time cannot be stopped."
Yeah.
And so when you are in
like,
the room,
no escape, time cannot be stopped.
Yep.
That's
so good.
So just that's cool, and just the creativity of developers and like storytellers in general to identify this. The game could have not, and you wouldn't have even noticed. Yeah. Like, you wouldn't even noticed that you're like, oh, we shouldn't be able to pause, because like, you wouldn't have. It's just a given. And so, just when they reach out and are like, but the medium.
Yes. I love when a game does something like that. This is extracurricular because it's not a game mechanic, but I'm going to mention that Athena's design from Hades 2 is... not Athena. Aphrodite's design from Hades 2 is one of my favorite designs for her, period.
Oh my
god. It's so good.
I love how she looks. I love that she's got the shin guards.
Yeah.
But she's still Aphrodite. And her and Ares match now.
I was going to say, she's wearing... This is the thing I noticed when we first saw those designs, is that her weapons look like they were made by Hephaestus. They match his aesthetic for the rest of the game because he is her husband. That is her obligation, is the weapons she is wearing. But she has chosen to put on war paint evocative of Ares.
Yeah.
That is the two facets of what it means to like have love for a person. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's so
fascinating.
Good.
Love that.
And then it's not, but Chaos's design.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I am obsessed. I came upon it by accident. We were ranking the original Hades 2 character designs, and I pulled up Chaos's because I was like looking at them to reference. I pulled up Chaos's, and the wiki showed me and I didn't know because I don't want to know, but I do want to know. And I was like, what? And we just had we promised no spoilers in that episode. I had a spoiler warning for 4 minutes of us just like, what is this character? What is their purpose? How do they, what have they mentioned Zagreus? What's going on? And all I can say, it's beautiful
so
and
good.
Weird and perfect.
It's exactly what Chaos should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, the first game is exactly what Chaos should be. Like, it's an incredible they're so different and yet both, and you're like, yeah, it's chaos.
Yep.
So welcome to our Hades 2 podcast.
Yeah. Warhammer
Maybe the Hades fan cast.
Yeah, Warhammer / Hades fan cast.
Dalton, what is your? I try to see if I could just come up with on the same level as spark of inspiration, and it just not yet. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get one. If you have recommendations, viewers, let us know in the comments.
Here in episode 11.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a rare venture into the mechanics of the game we were talking about, Warhammer, because we're talking about Tzeentch. And I think one of Tzeentch's game mechanics in the game Warhammer is extremely cool, and it fits Tzeentch's thing extremely well, whilst also being a really interesting game mechanic. Warhammer is a game of dice, if you don't know. You roll to see if your little guys hit with their weapons. You see if they successfully guard against an attack. You roll dice to see if they cast spells right. The whole game is governed by D6 dice rolls. If you are playing Tzeentch, then at the start of the game, before anything else happens, you roll 9 dice, which is Tzeentch's holy number, and then you set them to the side. And at any point during the game...
This is just a special tool that'll help us later!
Yep, at any point during the game, instead of rolling for something, you can just swap those dice in.
Oh, that's very cool.
The Changer of Ways, the Master of Fate. Tzeentch is the only army in the game that just gets to cheat. And I love that terribly.
Much to Khorne's
cringe. Yes. Khorne's, if we're talking like in-game game mechanics real quick, I do want to mention, because Khorne also has a very fun one. Khorne has the blood tithe in-game, which is anytime a unit, just like a collection of miniatures, is destroyed, you get a blood tithe point, your opponent's or your own.
Whoa!
Khorne cares not from whence the blood flows.
Blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. Okay. But yeah, game mechanics to lore. Let's talk a little bit about Tzeentch. So we talked previously about Khorne's appearance. It kind of came up in the middle of our discussion.
Yeah.
None of the Chaos Gods have a strictly fixed appearance. That's not what it is to be Chaos.
Like, they don't have a physical, tangible form.
Yeah, exactly. Nurgle is the closest. Nurgle is the physical embodiment, or is the like metaphysical embodiment of stagnation. And also Nurgle's demons canonically look like Nurgle, which would be hard to do if you don't have something of a fixed appearance. But if Khorne only has like a consistent evocative, like Khorne is always portrayed as very big. He's almost always portrayed as heavily armored. He's sitting atop the skull throne. Yes, vast is absolutely Khorne's thing. Tzeentch doesn't even get that. Tzeentch is change. Tzeentch is the concept of something not being what it just was. And so, if anything, Tzeentch defies being able to be classified in every consistent way. Tzeentch's holy number is 9 because it is 3 sets of 3s. It's fractal down to its smallest components. And if you triple, or if you go one factor up, you hit
81, and 8 plus 1 is 9.
Yes. Just
damn, Tzeentch. Okay, man. I see you.
Tricks within mysteries within change is again, it's Tzeentch's big thing. Tzeentch of the Chaos Gods is the most fond of mutation. Again, we talked about like sometimes Khornate berserkers will undergo mutation if they're particularly close to it, but Khorne isn't super into that because mutation is ultimately like a thing of magic. It's a thing of change. It is not your own power. Tzeentch loves that shit. Even relatively normal, like low-ranking Tzeentchian chaos worshippers will mutate vastly. Horns and hooves and wings and feathers. Tzeentch has a very strong bird association. And turning into... we're going to save that. Turning into other stuff is a big part of Tzeentch, but we're going to save that to when we're talking about kind of the masses of Tzeentch. Let's talk in the same way they talked about Khorne's entrance into the realm. Let's talk a little bit about how Tzeentch got here. So...
Can I share something?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything you've said.
You're fine.
But it's a thing that my brain has been doing that I do need to get out of my head.
Yeah.
Any multiple of 9, the respective numbers add up to 9.
Oh.
So 2 times 9.
Yeah. I didn't even think of that.
18, and that adds and 5 times 9 is 45, and then 7 times 9 is 63, and that adds up to 9.
I didn't even think of that.
No. And it's nothing, but I was like, oh, 81. And I was like, oh, and then the step down does that, and then the step down. And that's where my brain has actually been for the last 45 seconds,
Yeah.
is slowly stepping down the...
Changer of ways.
Changer of ways. So, now I'm told full focus. Every multiple of 9, at least from the core, add up to 9.
Yes.
Oh, and 10. Because 9 and 0.
9 and 0, yeah.
9, yeah. And then it stops.
Yeah, it breaks at 11. Kind of, because 9 plus 9 is 18.
And then it doesn't back around again. Well, it works out. No, we have to get out of it.
We have to stop.
We have to leave. Like, put it in a box and throw it. Just throw that Jumanji box in the river.
Oh god, I'm gonna ruin your life because 12 is 108.
Oh my god, what does it mean, Dalton? Tzeentch is real. I am on the path to glory. I serve Tzeentch.
We've stumbled upon a truth of the universe, and that's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
What do we do with it, Dalton?
We let it go.
The truth.
We let it change.
The truest understanding of the universe. You let it go.
Yep. Or we become physicists. I don't know. But Tzeentch. So, actually, before we talk about how Tzeentch gets into the world a little bit, let's talk a little bit more what it means to be the god of change.
Mm-hmm.
If Khorne's most famous motto is,
if you multiply it by 100, it's 900 and it's 90.
You're not wrong.
Okay, I'm done.
You're fine. If Khorne cares not from whence the blood flows, then Tzeentch cares not what a thing is nor what it becomes, only that it changes.
Oh, just that process of metamorphosis.
Yes, something becoming something else. Tzeentch's anathema is stagnation.
Mm-hmm. How does Tzeentch feel about caterpillars? Really into the chrysalis process? Or?
Generally likes them, yeah. As much as he likes anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Tzeentch's, all the Chaos Gods have like more direct rivals. None of them like each other.
They're not friends.
But Tzeentch and Nurgle specifically don't get along because change and stagnation.
Yeah, that is just literally conceptually opposites.
Yeah, and in the same way that Khorne and Slaanesh don't get along because Khorne is outcome. Khorne cares not from whence the blood flows, just whereas Slaanesh is experience. Slaanesh is excess, and it is joy and pleasure, etc. Tzeentch is...
Slaanesh is the journey, and Khorne is the destination. Yeah.
And those things are in conflict with each other because Khorne just wants the destination, and Slaanesh never wants to reach the destination. We'll talk more about Slaanesh's psychology in the Slaanesh episode because it is fascinating. Slaanesh is... So the thing I said last episode about Khorne baseline being often derided as being kind of boring innately. Yeah. Slaanesh is the opposite of that. Yes. I think Slaanesh tends to be more interesting than the people who end up in the circles of Slaanesh.
Interesting. Okay.
But again, we'll talk about that in the Slaanesh episode. Tzeentch's domain also includes magic. Magic in its very nature is change. Yeah. Tzeentch is often worshipped as a god of magic. And that's interesting to me because the other Chaos Gods will often have priests, but Tzeentch basically exclusively has wizards.
This makes sense, yeah.
Doing sorcery is a service of Tzeentch, which makes it complicated when you have, like, Sigmar-aligned wizards.
I was going to say.
Magic is inherently dangerous in Warhammer, and some of that is Tzeentch's influence. Any wizard casting a spell always suffers the risk that it might, like, mutate them or blow back on them in a way that's lethal or worse.
This tracks. Lethal or worse.
Yeah. Being a chaos spawn ain't nice. But we see, again, that the dominant emotion of Tzeentch, in the same way that rage is for Khorne, is ambition. It is an aspect of change. It is wanting things to no longer be how they are, and that means climbing the ranks, and that can be either the ambition of someone who is already well off, just striving for more, or it can be the ambition of someone who has nothing, wanting anything. Yeah. And those are, again, the two forks that chaos approaches people from.
Chaos is flexible.
Yeah, chaos is flexible. It's corrupting. That is its main function in the world. I'm going to up the pretentiousness levels of our podcast just like real quick.
Let's go.
And mention David Foster Wallace, who was a world-renowned philosopher and author.
Oh, damn, was really?
Yeah, unfortunately.
No,
I mean, he's only a little bit older than we are.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He wrote Infinite Jest, an impossibly long book that I will never read. but I mostly know him from his Address to Kenyon College. A yearly rewatch for me, genuinely. I'm going to get like really weirdly sincere on our Funny Haha Warhammer podcast. Listen to David Foster Wallace's Address to Kenyon College. It will help you reshape how you think about the world.
Ooh.
Because it's all about taking yourself outside of your personal experiences and viewing the world through other people's eyes, and how that is hard. It is not just a sea change where now you can do it and you are a good person. It is an effort you have to make every day. And that's fascinating. But anyways, I think about that in relation to Tzeentch, because he has a line near the end of that about making a conscious effort to choose what you are living your life for. And he has the line, if you live for money, you will always feel poor. If you live for beauty, you will always be ugly. And if you live for personal strength, then it will never be enough.
Oh.
And that's kind of where Tzeentch gets you, right? It's that ambition. It is that need for more, that constant novelty of change is where Tzeentch gets into you. So let's talk about specifically how Tzeentch got into the realms.
How Tzeentch got in.
Yes. So if Corn immersed in Akshi with passion and aggression, Tzeentch gets in Shaman, the realm of metal.
Okay, yeah. Interesting.
We talked before.
Well, that metal's very malleable. You never leave it as it was.
Yeah. Shaman is a very mercurial realm. Metal is characterized in Warhammer for that applicability. You can make a sword out of iron and then melt it down and make tools. And it is not lesser in each of those aspects. It's the same iron, but it is very vast and malleable. I used vast again, but you know. Yeah. And so Shaman is very ever-shifting, ever-changing as a realm itself. It's the one with all the floating islands. You have to kind of navigate through portals, or dwarves develop airships on Shaman that they used to travel and whatnot. That's the Caradron Legions. They invent capitalism.
Less fun.
Yeah. So it is a realm primed for Tzeentch, right? It is already like a changed, suffused realm. We're also going to see these first two emerge in realms that don't necessarily have a god like watching over them, right? Grimnir was the god bound to Akshi. He died fighting Volcatrix. Grungni was the god bound to Shaman. He is with Sigmar, still paying off his debt.
Yeah, right. So there's no one home.
Yes. And so it makes sense that Tzeentch and Khorne
got in first.
Yes.
There's no one. Like when I was like, where is Sigmar? He's not here. That's right.
Yes.
Different place.
Yep. That's not going to be the case going forward. Slaanesh is already in the realms.
Yeah.
Slaanesh is changed between Olgu and Hish. Fucking Teclis. Anyway.
Teclis.
Come on, guy.
That's what I bet Teclis is miffed when it's like, oh, people worship Tzeentch as like a god of magic. I bet Teclis just like, that's got to miff him a little bit.
Oh, he's so mad because Tzeentch is wild and chaotic magic, and Teclis is
the study of magic.
Yes,
he's the wizard in the tower.
Teclis is I did my PhD in arcane runes, whereas Tzeentch is just like Tzeentch is the magical equivalent of lighting a bottle of gasoline on fire and throwing it at a beehive, and that is magic. That is a valid application, but it's instinctual. It's not concerned with the origination and the outcome, but the process.
Nice, yeah, okay.
Which is Tzeentch cares not what it is or what it becomes,
just
only
that
it changes.
Yeah.
Yes. So Shaman is primed for Tzeentch's encroachment, and Tzeentch, more so than any of the other gods, sows the seeds before eventually emerging. Tzeentch is getting into the minds of people, whispering promises of power, threading worshippers and cultists and even demons into the realm before a proper breach. Before there is anything approaching the Blood Feast, Shaman is already overrun with Tzeentchian worship, because that's just how the dude rolls. He is, as we talked about, just the pettiest shitster. He loves that shit.
Damn, okay.
And so eventually just spreading his influence in that kind of reserved way isn't enough. He sees what his brother's doing over in Akshi, and he can't be one-upped.
Yeah.
So he connives a plan to really fuck up Shaman, if we're being real. So in Shaman, there is a god beast called the Lode Griffin.
Lode Griffin.
Yeah.
Very good.
That is Lode. It's magnetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like lodestone.
Yes, exactly. It is a massive griffin, just utterly huge. It is literally magnetic, so it draws metal to itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
You live in a place of metal.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it does just have a cloud of, like, metal that follows it everywhere.
I was gonna say, it'd be, like, covered in, like, metal shavings, like dust. It's like a pig pen.
Yeah.
Like, from Peanuts, pig pen.
Yeah, and they're, like, as it, like, flies, there's, like, shards of metal just kind of, like, coming off of it. And it's described beautifully. There is no fucking art of the Lode Griffin.
Why
so
has
mad.
No one taken on this assignment?
Right? I'm so mad. I would love art of the Lode Griffin. But it lives on Shaman. It was there long before, like, anything like most of the god beasts were. But as Shaman grows increasingly industrial, as people expand and move out and claim more parts of it, it gets kind of pushed out of its normal territory, and it starts to become a problem. Like a lot of, like, in real life, like, big animals become a problem because humans push into their spaces. The Lode Griffin, being a giant magnetic creature, starts to really fuck with those airships.
Yeah, that would probably navigation.
Yeah, navigation, or just flying too close and pulling them out of the sky.
Oh,
yeah.
Also...
Center of Shaman. So generally speaking, realms are more stable near their center, and then they get weirder the further you go out. Right? Like Akshi is just like a normal place near its center. But as you go out to the edges of Akshi, it's vast oceans of lava and like endless firestorms and all sorts of crazy stuff. Hish is literally just utterly blinding light out of the far edges, which is fun.
Which is fun, says Dalton. It's fun.
And Shaman is just like roiling oceans of metal when you get out near the edges.
So that's fun.
Yeah. But near the center of Shaman, it's got a kind of unique property. Near the center of Shaman, there is an area called the Spiral Crux.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And it contains this kind of miracle substance.
Not like the life water, though.
A little bit like the life water.
A little bit like the life water.
It is. Each of the realms has what is called a realm stone. Almost none of them are stones, which is still extremely funny. Because again, Gyran's is Aqua Gyranus, which is water.
Water. Yeah.
Shaish's is grave sand, which is also not a stone.
No. You don't argue. Oh, but sand is rock. No, it's. I don't care. Sand in your hand is not rock.
Right. To be fair, Hish's is aether quartz. And quartz is a rock. Yeah.
And quartz is a rock.
Well, we count quartz.
Fine.
Though, in the most Hishian thing ever, aether quartz is not naturally occurring. You have to strain it from the atmosphere. So it's literally a puzzle to acquire.
Yeah, that tracks.
But near the center of the Spiral Crux is, which is Shaman's realm stone.
Yep.
It is the perfect alchemical substance. You can use it as the base for literally any creation.
I'm going to picture mercury.
Yeah, lead to gold.
Yep.
Easy. The easiest thing in the world with Shamanite. You can make an alloy with it of everything. If you make steel with Shamanite, it is flexible and strong and basically invulnerable. It's crazy, and it's obviously extremely valuable, and it can basically only be found at the Spiral Crux. So the Spiral Crux is a little bit unstable just because Shaman's whole thing is being unstable. It's that shifting. So the Duarden, the dwarves of Shaman, have built these structures around the Spiral Crux to stabilize it. They want to more efficiently mine Shamanite.
Okay.
And
okay, man. That seems counterintuitive to this whole thing, but
it speaks a little bit to that, like, maybe you're imposing a little bit of stagnation on the world, and that's going to come back to bite you in the ass.
Interesting. Yeah. It's one that's supposed to be in movement and flux, and you're just not letting it.
Yeah. So, pushed from its normal lands, the Lode Griffin looks for new places to call home.
Yeah.
And not finding anywhere that's, like, free from the influences of these people who have started to, like, colonize and put up cities and stuff on Shaman, it instead just goes to a place of power. And the Lode Griffin ends up, like, nesting at the Spiral Crux.
Okay.
Which throws it into pretty bad disarray.
Oh, yeah.
Shamanite is magnetic. It's the
Mhm.
perfect metal. And so having all that immensely powerful alloyed, like alchemical metal
Uh-huh.
in contact with the Load Griffin is bad news. And also
Yeah.
all the structures that they built up, and there's like cities around the Spiral Crux, and all of that is just getting thrown into complete disarray by the presence of the Load Griffin. So the Dwarden go, okay, that's a problem. Time to solve that problem. And they
I wonder how they solve that problem.
they launch a lot of airships to kill the shit out of that griffin.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who could have foreseen this?
Every Dwarden clan on Shaman pools their resources and sets a bounty for the griffin.
Okay.
Because this is the people who invented capitalism. That's how you solve a problem.
You throw money at it.
Yes.
Not the same way you throw skulls.
Cash for the cash throne.
Let it rain.
They attempt mundane means. They get those airships. They bombard it. They shoot it with all their guns. None of that works. It's a god base.
Take a god to kill these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Historically, yeah. That's what we've seen. None of that works.
No.
So
it's a giant magnetic griffin.
Yeah. So they
did it even notice?
Yeah, it got mad and broke stuff, and so they're like, "That's a bad, that's a bad plan." So someone comes to the Dwarden. A wizard comes to the Dwarden and says, "Hey,
a wizard.
Obviously your mundane methods aren't messing with this griffin. I don't know if like we'd be able to like inflict physical harm on this god beast through our own means. I can offer you something else. We're going to harness the innate power of Shaman, and we're not going to like shoot this griffin. We are going to transmute it into a different substance.
Oh, interesting.
And kill it that way."
Yeah.
And
actually, great plan. Don't agree with this as a method for dealing with the griffin that has done nothing except literally exist in this space.
Right.
But in terms of solving problem, great plan.
Yeah. This wizard's like, yep, we'll even turn it into like gold. And then he can just like mine it. And the Dwarden are like, awesome, get rid of our problem and also money. Yeah.
Isn't this how Cersei dealt with Scylla in Cersei? Didn't she turn her to stone?
Yeah.
Transmutation, it can solve problems. Listen, also, transmutation, it can create new problems that can only be solved through more transmutation magic.
Transmutation, it can create.
Transmutation. Problems.
Yeah, yeah. The Elric brothers send their regards. We couldn't go a whole transmutation episode without talking about Full Metal Alchemist.
But it still just like came out of nowhere and smacked me in the face.
So this wizard...
It's like I got high-fived by a metal hand.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
This wizard gets the Dwarven clans to assemble the 8 greatest wizards that they can from across Shaman. 8 is Korn's number, but also confusingly, it is the number of magic. There are 8 realms. There are 8 winds of magic. Magic left to its own devices splits into 8 parts.
Yeah.
So 8 is just a powerful magic number.
That makes sense. But is the wizard that came also there?
Yes.
So he's 9.
Yep.
Ah! I did it!
Yep. Yep, this wizard assembles 8 other wizards, and then, he just kind of joins
and
in
I'm also
on the...
here.
I'm also a wizard. I can
9.
help with this. Yeah, I can be a ninth
transmutation
wizard
magic.
in this huge magical ritual. Surprising to no one, they assemble in the shape of a 9-pointed star around the griffin's nest in the Spiral Crux. And
there's 9 of them. I think they're just a circle.
Yeah.
Like when there's so many points,
it's too many points.
Your connect the dot is just a circle. 9-pointed star for sure. Once you get past 7, the points on the star really become more round.
It's true. You're not wrong.
Sorry, go on.
No, you're good. And they do it.
Yeah.
They cast this massive transmutation spell that turns the Load Griffin to pure gold.
This is so sad.
Right?
I'm so bummed out.
That Griffin didn't do anything to you.
No, literally just living in his own home.
Right? You could have just moved.
You could have moved. The Griffin tried to move.
Yeah.
And now you're not going to ever let it move again. I'm sad.
In the same way that the Red Feast was an act of violence so profound that the fabric of the realm couldn't take it anymore. Yep, an act of change So horrifically intense
Mm-hmm.
in the center of the realm of change.
Right above their like power.
Yep.
Thing. Yeah.
Yep. Is way more than enough to split the
Just-
fabric of the realm and allow Tzeentchian demons in. Similarly,
I can't imagine the wizards and dwarves were super jazzed.
no, most of them died instantly.
Because I can imagine the warrior tribe of the Cull, they were
Yeah.
already in it, and now there
Yeah.
are demons, and let's just fucking go.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, the wizards and the dwarves are not in it,
No.
and now there are demons.
A lot of the wizards who are part of the ritual just instantly die. That blowback from casting a big spell is too much for them to take, especially when one member of that 9 isn't carrying their weight.
This is just there.
Yeah.
I'm actually just here. It's like everyone's praying, and you're just like mouthing the words.
Oh, he was taking part in the ritual.
Oh, but
he was just
not paying
diverting it from being wholly a ritual to transmute this griffin to also fucking with the structure of the realm and tearing it open.
Okay.
Because
This
this
is intentional.
Yes, this 9th wizard reveals himself not to be a mortal wizard of the realms,
Wouldn't that be
but
wild if it was
being
just a dude?
but being an immensely powerful demon of Tzeentch.
What is his name?
I don't know.
Oh!
But he's a gaunt summoner, which is a type of
Good
Tzeentchian
name.
demon. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
name.
He's very gaunt summoners are very Guillermo del Toro-esque, which I love for them. Yeah. I actually have one in the
box.
Dear listeners, yeah, I have a box of my own painted miniatures for visual reference.
That's the visual aid for this episode.
Yeah.
Dalton's beautiful painted minis.
If you want to grab the box, we're just gonna be. If you look for the man who is stabbing a book, he's got like 3 arms and a monolith head. That's our gaunt summoner friend.
I see it.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, very, very Del Toro. Yeah, that is a spooky pale man.
Right.
He is stabbing a book.
Yeah.
Because when I looked at this angle, I couldn't see the arm with the knife. I just saw the blue coming out of the book. And then when I turned it, I saw, oh, because there's a knife!
He's getting at secrets.
Most people will just read the book to get the secrets.
Takes too
But
long.
okay, I guess torture is also an option where diplomacy fails.
So gaunt summoners are demons. They are immensely powerful spellcasters, even for demons. This is a little bit shaky because chaos, and also because I feel like we've seen more than this many. But technically, there's supposed to only be 9 of them, like, in existence. But again, I feel like we've seen more than that. But maybe it's just the same ones, and they're like projecting themselves across space-time. Who knows? Gaunt summoners live outside of even the realm of chaos. They're extra-dimensional, even by the standards of chaos. And they are the lords of the Silver Towers, which are just these massive structures outside of realm space, basically. They're not in the mortal realms, they're not in the realm of chaos. They're exclusively like manned and staffed by the Gaunt Summoners.
That makes sense.
And as their name implies, Gaunt Summoners have a preternatural mastery over portal magic.
Okay.
So they will both bring stuff into the Silver Tower to then later dispense it. That's why this Gaunt Summoner is here doing this ritual, because he tears open the rift to the realm of chaos and then just deposits his own personal collection of demons from the Silver Tower into the realm. Yep. And a particularly incensed Gaunt Summoner can also just take a person and you're in the Silver Tower forever now.
Ooh, that's a bummer.
Right.
This guy has 9 feathers and 9 eyes.
He does.
That's very good.
Right.
The details.
Right. I love a Gaunt Summoner. But Gaunt Summoners are not the only thing that spills out of this portal.
I'm sure.
The prototypical, when someone says Demon of Tzeentch, the thing they're almost certainly thinking of are horrors. If you see that little pink guy there and the blue guy next to him and the little orange and yellow guys next to them.
My eyes did go to these boys. These very round, but not in a nice way. These look like mean starfish.
Just a mess of shapes and limbs and suction cups for some reason. Suction cups is a theme.
The back of them.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, that's super cool as a design and super upsetting to perceive. They're like if Calcifer sucked.
Yeah, that's a great description.
Yeah, they're like if bad. They're like bad Calcifer.
Horrors are masses of limbs and mouth, and they just gibber and laugh. They don't seemingly have like very strong will at all. They just kind of exist to cause chaos, and ain't that Tzeentch?
Yeah.
Horror's most defining trait is their ability to split. So that is not 3 different types of horrors. That is a horror at different types in its or different places in its lifespan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The rhyme is horrors are pink, horrors are blue, and where once there was one, now there's 2.
That's the worst Dr. Seuss book you could buy your sister-in-law for her baby shower.
Pink horror, blue horror, 1 horror, 2 horror. Pink horrors are their largest ones. That's the one you're holding right now. Yeah. They are capable. They're borderline intelligent.
Have good dynamic movement.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his skull.
Yeah.
What a great skull. Someone send that to the throne.
He's got a little horror, or pink horrors are capable enough that they can even ascend to become like wizards themselves. They can like be intelligent, which is not normally a trait of. He does. If you kill a pink horror, they split into 2 blue horrors.
Oh boy.
Blue horrors are a little bit more just like crazy.
Yeah, this guy is a lot more like he looks like a little version of the pink guy, but less intentional.
Yeah. He's just kind of there.
Someone took the scraps of the pink guy and tried to like make which is like if they cut him in half. Literally he's made of the scraps of the pink guy.
100%. And then like I said, blue horrors are basically animal-like. They just kind of go and burn stuff, and then
because he's got fire in his hand.
Yeah.
Cool. And on his foot, he's running and leaving fire.
Those are. I love the horror sculpts. They're just like beautifully modeled, and they do really cool stuff with like propping their feet up on flames and stuff like that. And then if you kill a blue horror, it splits into 2 brimstone horrors. That's the smallest form of horrors.
And they're just fire.
Yeah, they're just a little fire.
They're just mean, awful, awful fire.
Yeah, like I said, they barely exist. They just kind of are. And only once the brimstone horrors are dead does the horror's like soul return to the realm of chaos to be reformed into a pink horror again.
Right, because they just get to restart.
Yeah.
There's magnets at the bottom of these.
Yeah. Fun fact for all you people who don't play Warhammer at home, and also Darian. My transport solution for, and I say mine, this is very common to most people who play Warhammer. When transporting minis, I just have a case that has like metal shelves. So then it magnetizes to the shelves, which is especially nice for like bigger, frailer models. We're going to talk about a demon here in a minute who I love, who I have a model of, who did not make the journey.
No, too dangerous.
Too dangerous. Does not travel well in tote. Has many magnets on his base. But yeah, horrors are kind of the prototypical Tzeentch demon. They're what people think of when they think of Tzeentch demon. I'm going to say...
like a horde Tzeentch demon, you're going to get some horrors.
Yes.
Cool.
So many. I'm going to say something potentially controversial and say I don't think they're the demon who's most evocative of Tzeentch. I think that joy goes to Flamers. Happy Pride Month. Another unfortunate consequence of the 80s. The unpainted one in the box there is a Flamer.
Oh yeah, this is a change boy. Look, he is scraps of parts and literal change and coins you found in the cushions of the couch.
Yep.
Look at him. Oh, he's awful.
Let's review the things we know about Tzeentch. Tzeentch loves change. Tzeentch loves secrets. Tzeentch loves knowledge and deception and trickery. Flamer is a barely sentient, burning bedsheet whose fire mutates anything it touches, who will scream that embarrassing thing you did in 3rd grade at you while it flies directly at your face.
Scott, and listen, it's real bad because he's got like 9 mouths. Just scream it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That looks like a mouth to me. 8, 9. I'm gonna argue there's 9 mouths on this boy.
Yeah, Flamers are just, I mean, they're exactly what they say on the tin. They fly, they set things on fire. Fire that comes from a flamer is called change fire. It doesn't just burn you, it mutates anything that it hits.
Wolf.
Yep. Just horrifying to behold. And again, as alluded to, they catch snippets of Tzeentch's like knowledge of past and present,
Mhm.
and they will just scream like anything that passes through them into the void. So you will be like, imagine yourself
Me.
just like a city like watchtower person,
Uh-huh.
and you got your little musket rifle in case like orcs get too close and need to be warned off.
Mhm.
And a portal opens in the sky, and a flaming bed sheet with 9 mouths comes out and says, "Hey, remember that time that you said me too to the waiter after they told you to enjoy your meal, and then they set you on fire, and you
Set you on fire!
and you wake up like half fish, because that's the essential flamer experience."
Jesus.
There's a variant I didn't put in the box because we already had one flamer. There's a variant called an exalted flamer of Tzeentch, who are just like 4 times as big.
Ooh.
That is the difference.
They're just bigger.
Yep. This one I am going to ask that you grab the like visual reference on your phone.
I found
Because the last major demon of Tzeentch, they're screamers, but I don't feel the need to go into detail about them. They're manta rays. They're a consequence of the 80s. They're just manta rays.
Okay.
But the last major demon of Tzeentch are called Lords of Change.
Ooh.
They are Tzeentch's greater demons, and they're the huge birds.
They're just big old birds.
Yeah.
I stand by it. He
Yep.
can do whatever he wants.
Lords of Change are the greater demons of Tzeentch. They're the most pure embodiment of his will, in the same way that bloodthirsters are mindless rage and violence, but also incredible tacticians, because that's what it means to be Khorne.
Mhm.
Lords of Change are, barring a couple of extreme exceptions, like literal gods, the most potent spellcasters in existence.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
I like this guy. I like
Right?
his little bird staff.
Yeah, we haven't talked about him yet, but he's going to be great. I love him
sorry,
terribly. You're fine. I think you'll just want to scroll to the next one, who is a specific Lord of Change, but I think I forgot to just put a generic Lord of Change in the visual reference. When you hit the bird with two heads.
Two heads.
Yeah.
Oh, I found. Okay.
That's what a Lord of Change looks like, but with one head. Most Lords of Change
most
have one head.
But this guy's special, so he gets 2.
He does. He
Cool.
gets 2. Technically, a Lord of Change can look like anything. Most choose to look like birds, just because Tzeentch likes birds. Yep.
Yep.
But
Why
they
does Tzeentch like birds?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I think
Egg?
no. I just genuinely don't know. I think it might be like an egg association. I think it's mostly just a consequence of the 80s. That's going to become our catchphrase.
Because I was like, because earlier I mentioned, like, I was trying to think of an animal, like, what does best change? And that's why I mentioned the
Right.
butterfly,
Yeah.
right? The chrysalis. But bird is not creature I inherently associate with representing or being. I would even do, like, snake.
Yeah.
Because shedding the skin, they don't really change, but that's at least a difference.
Right.
But yeah, just feels like we need a cool aesthetic. It's a consequence of the 80s.
There's a lot of stuff. I'm going to talk about like the Chaos God's divine numbers real quick, because this is another one where it's like back.
There's not 9 of them.
No. Back when Warhammer was just this silly thing, like 3 dudes were making in a basement and coming up with silly lore for. The Chaos God's holy numbers were mostly jokes.
Yeah.
Khorne's holy number is 8 because it rhymes with hate. Tzeentch's is 9 because of the fractal thing we talked about, because he's the tricky one, so that one like held into the modern day. Yep. Slanesh's holy number is 6 because it sounds like sex.
Fair. Yeah.
And Nurgle's holy number is 7, and I don't know why. I think the joke is that 7 is supposed to be lucky, and Nurgle is the horrifying disease god.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
That's fine. The reasons are not internal to the lore, but external to the creation of it.
Yeah. But then we did get later, like, internal lore justifications. And we see that a lot with stuff from Warhammer.
I do like that, too. I also like it when you've got to go back and be like, okay, how do I justify this thing that was a joke?
Yeah. Now Khorne's number is 8 because that is 4 matched opponents. That's a perfect bracket. Tzeentch's stayed the same because the fractals.
And that just works. Yeah.
6. I can never remember the reasoning behind 6, but it's something to do with. Oh, it's the smallest number because Slanesh is the youngest and is the smallest number with the most number of like components.
Okay.
6 has like 2 and 3 and 1 and 6 in it, and nothing else comes close to that.
Down.
Yeah, it's the smallest like non-prime, or however that works. That's a math person's going to get at me, and that's fine. And then Nurgle's a 7 now because those are there are 7 things we use to determine if something is alive.
Oh.
Yeah, which I think is fun.
I like that.
Yeah, but birds are just like.
I'll wait and ask about the 7 things later. Remind me. I want to know the 7 things, but I'm gonna wait for the Nurgle episode.
I'm probably gonna have to look them up then, but I'll put it in the notes because now I'll remember because we talked about it.
Yay!
But birds are a consequence of that.
Okay.
Tzeentch is associated. Each of them just got an animal. Tzeentch is associated with birds. Khorne is dogs. Slaanesh is goats, and Nurgle is frogs and flies. Flies at least makes sense, but yeah, frogs a little bit, but the frogs are just gross, or perceived as gross.
Listen, frog with a fly, very gross.
Yeah.
Or good snack.
There you go.
or a little guy having a good snack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last thing on Lords of Change, just to like emphasize how magically powerful they are. This isn't going to mean anything to anyone who knows or who doesn't know like Warhammer rules. But in game terms, when a wizard in Warhammer casts a spell, you roll 2 dice, and you're looking for a target number. The average roll on 2 dice is a 7.
Yes.
So you have about a 50% chance to get a 7 or above on 2 dice.
Yep.
Because of how their rules work, a Lord of Change has a 90% chance to get at least a 7 on 2 dice.
What?
When you roll a spellcasting roll for a Lord of Change, after the roll like finishes, first you add 1 to the roll, and then you take the lowest dice and you change it to the value of the highest dice. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, totally.
Yeah, Lords of Change are crazy. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Incredibly good spellcasters, can't fight for shit.
Yeah.
But that's largely demons. I'm going to talk about mortals. I feel like Tzeentch of all the Chaos Gods has the least like mortals he really like truly likes. When we were talking about Khorne, he had a lot of like mortal kind of named champions. Tzeentch basically doesn't have any. I think it's just the nature of change. Like Tzeentch doesn't really get favorites. He doesn't get attached to humans and their short-lived lives. Yeah,
because Khorne literally has like a demon prince running with him. But you have to like a mortal enough to do that. To notice a mortal enough to even do that.
Yeah.
And Tzeentch is like, nah, don't care.
Tzeentch has demon princes, but a lot of them are like accidental or just like get forgotten by Tzeentch later on. Tzeentch has ADHD. It's fine. It's fine. He's the god of change. We can make that joke. He does still have like a lot of mortals are drawn to Tzeentch. The promise of ambition is much more like tantalizing to a mortal than it is to a demon, because what's a demon got to strive for?
Demons there. You've done it. You are the thing.
Yeah. If you look at that Birdman on a disc,
I'm really excited about the Birdman on a disc.
He's very good. That is a Zangor. Cool. Yeah, I love him terribly. So Gors are. We're not quite sure if they were like in the realms before Chaos showed up or if they started showing up after that. Gors are a thing that was present in the old world. They're associated with Chaos. They're animalistic humanoids.
Oh, okay.
Most are kind of goaty. But again, they'll take on aspects of specific Chaos gods if they are closer associated to them. So a Zangor is what you call a Gor who has grown close enough to Tzeentch to be blessed with bird-like aspects.
Cool.
Zangors can happen from Gors like joining in with Tzeentch. Tzeentch can also mutate humans into being Zangors, which happens a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Tzeentch's innate love of mutation. And the one you're holding there is specifically a Zangor shaman. That is a Zangor who is particularly gifted at magic and has earned enough of Tzeentch's favor to be gifted a demonic mount.
Is that the guy thing he's on?
Yeah. That is a disc of Tzeentch, and it is alive.
I was going to say, you call it a mount.
It is.
It's alive.
Those manta rays I talked about before, screamers.
Yeah.
When a person has achieved enough to be like seen in the eyes of Tzeentch and worthy of a reward, Tzeentch will take a manta ray and morph them into a disc and then just give it to the, to the person. Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. particularly impressive, like Tzeentchian wizards can also quote unquote tame screamers themselves. That happens a lot amongst Zangors, actually. I wish I'd almost brought a comparison model, but that is more kind of animalistic and like spiky than discs tend to come out, because the Zangor is making it with his own magic.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, his little staff at the top has a thing that's very similar to the
Yeah.
thing he's riding on. I like his feathers that are coming out the back of the helmet. They look very much like cool anime hair.
Right.
And I'm into it.
You can just picture him ruffling as he like it's
Yeah.
on his disc. Yeah. There are a ton of Zangors on Shaman now.
Because they fell through the sky, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Zangors aren't demons. I should note that. Zangors are mortal.
You said it, yeah.
I can't believe I didn't finish talking about the Spiral Crux. Hole opens in the sky.
Yeah.
Spiral Crux just twists. Imagine the entire realm if you just like stuck a blender thing in it and just turned it on for like half a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
and everything gets...
Yeah, just everything gets twisted. The Spiral Crux becomes completely inhospitable to anything that is not a demon or a Zangor. Zangor is already being suffused with Tzeentchian like change magic. They can resist the mutagenic effects of the Spiral Crux. Anything that's not a Zangor that tries to walk into the Spiral Crux turns into a Chaos Spawn. Your body, and that's the good ending. Otherwise, it just gets turned into nothing.
Woof.
Yep. So Zangors exclusively live in the Spiral Crux now, and there are a ton of them. Basically, anyone who was in the Spiral Crux when that happened, Zangorified.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, bad. Very bad. But yeah, Zangors make up a ton of Tzeentch's mortal forces because they're bird guys. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I like them.
Right, I like Zangors a lot. Human followers of Tzeentch will often end up being what are called Carrick Acolytes. That's actually the guy with the shield. You're good.
50-50.
Carrick Acolytes are skilled in martial combat and sorcery. Yeah. He's got a little beak.
Like a moon mask.
Yeah, it's like a moon beak. Tzeentch is kind of a moon association. No relation. But yeah, they inhabit the bird imagery, and in terms of like Warhammer game mechanics,
dude is shredded.
Right? They use magic to like shred themselves out. They're not actually like
naturally that buff.
Yeah. A lot of Carrick Acolytes are like old wizened scholars who take Tzeentch's change magic and just like Adonisify themselves.
Yeah, that's exactly. I believe an old wizened scholar would do that, given the ability. Yeah, he would just.
Yeah, and sometimes that's that ambition too, right? Because that is a type of magic that is outside the reach of a lot of people. So, you're an old wizened scholar who is getting up in the years, and you get the offer to be a hunk.
Strong,
yeah.
Young and energetic and strong again. Yeah.
So a lot of characters are that. A lot of characters are just genuinely warriors who have learned to do sorcery. In gameplay terms, Carrick Acolytes are one of the few just like group units in Warhammer that can cast spells.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They can usually only cast one spell, but still.
Just one at a time, one together, or they know a single spell?
They collectively, they come in a group of 10 when you're playing the game, and all 10 of them together can cast one spell that they already know. They can't like pick a different spell to cast. So they're not like super good at it, but they're better than every other unit. Yeah.
Yeah, and that specific thing, they're the best at it.
Absolutely. If not, some characters will rise through the ranks to be more impressive warriors and such. Sometimes a Tzeentch worshiper will come out from the other direction, where they were already a very powerful martial combatant, and then rather than spend any time like learning sorcery or getting good at magic, they just tell Tzeentch like, "Hey, plant a demon on me."
Jesus,
and he can do magic.
Okay.
And that's our buddy the Curseling there.
This guy right here?
Yep.
This guy with a little dude?
Yep. The little dude is called a Tretchling. It is a type of demon that can only...
Like call a Tretchling?
Right. It's a type of demon that can only exist being bound to a mortal body.
Mm.
And so, yeah, exactly what I said. A chaos warrior.
Parasitic.
Yeah, a chaos warrior who's like, I like being a chaos warrior and swinging my sword around and wearing this chaos plate mail, but I would love if I could also shoot fire from, well, not my hand, but
also be able to on command shoot fire.
Yeah, but from this guy's hand. Yeah. Will take on a Tretchling to themselves.
Sword.
Right.
It's a good sword.
It's a good sword. Tretchlings are uniquely skilled in the unmaking of magic.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Usually unmaking is the thing that magic is not allowed to do.
Right. So enemy wizards who cast spells, a Tretchling can just like tear them from the fabric, make the spells cease to be, and then take that magic that they tore down and make it into something new and throw it back at you.
Very cool.
Right.
Nothing is symmetrical.
No.
None of this is allowed to be symmetrical.
The Changeling has a kind of interesting meta history where originally the Changeling was a title for a specific guy from the old world. Or not Changeling, excuse me. Curseling. He's a Curseling. Village the Curseling was a chaos warrior in the old world that thing happened to, and then Tzeentch liked it so much that now he just does it in the Mortal Realms now. Yeah, even though Village is dead and gone. I don't have a bullet point for him, but I put him in the box because I like him. Big Blue there is an Ogroid. Confusingly, Ogroids are not Gores.
Mm-hmm.
They are not from the like species of beast people that otherwise inhabit the realms.
Yeah.
Ogroids were originally like aligned with Gorka Morka. They were originally in the like orc goblin camp.
Yeah.
But they weren't as into destruction as the other groups. They found themselves getting into conflict with orcs and goblins too much. And so in order to basically save themselves, to preserve their own kind of like culture.
Oh, yeah, because they were going to get wiped out. And this was the place where everyone's really
into
destruction.
Yep. They sided with chaos. They just kind of collectively as a species were like, nope, we will take this dark power so that we don't get overrun and we can preserve. Like they had like universities and stuff. Like they're creating their own thriving culture, like within the bounds of destruction. And eventually they gave it to chaos in order to preserve it. And like, I dig that.
Yeah, that's a very interesting qualm, like a conundrum to have. Is like everything's going to get destroyed because this place we're at and the god we are currently aligned with does not care for it.
Right.
I like the smoky, burning magic things coming out of the eyes, on the skull, on the top of the staff.
I love the skull staff.
It's very cool.
They're also huge and terrifying and brutal.
Yeah. Are these to scale?
Yes.
Yeah, this dude is much bigger than the human. I'm going to put him right here.
Yeah,
he doesn't even come up to this man's shoulder.
Ogroids are massive. I like, again, we're dipping into gameplay more in this one, but it's because I play Tzeentch, so I just have more insights about it. I like Ogroids in play because most Tzeentch like heroes you don't want anywhere near the front line because they are the squishiest little boys imaginable. But an Ogroid will absolutely decimate anyone he comes into contact with, and then also cast a spell at you.
That's great. That's the kind of balance you look for.
Right.
You look for that kind of like duality.
Yeah. Love that boy. All right. Let's talk about named characters a little bit. Our famous faces.
Famous faces is a good name for that.
I do like that. Yeah. And the most famous of faces, if you scroll back one.
Yes, the guy I liked earlier.
Yeah. So this is why I got that name mixed up. Of all the demons of Tzeentch, potentially the most mysterious, and also the one with the longest leash, so to speak, is the Changeling.
Okay.
The Changeling is a specific demon. No one knows what he is under the hood, because he can kind of be whatever.
I would hope so with a name like Changeling.
I was going to say, the Changeling's ultimate power is that he can mimic anybody.
Nice. Okay.
Doesn't have to have seen them before. Doesn't have to know them. Can just become. He can wear anyone's face.
That's cool.
Right. He is the ultimate schemer of the realms. So dedicated to the art of trickery that sometimes he doesn't even do what Tzeentch wants him to do. I would argue most of the time he doesn't do what Tzeentch wants him to do.
This would be more fun for me, and
Yeah.
I will do this instead. How does Tzeentch feel about it? Is he into it? Because lies
yeah.
that it's like it's still on his vibe. He's like, I gotta respect the hustle.
Tzeentch would like him to be more loyal for him to take orders better, but he can't ultimately complain about just like an unhinged agent of chaos.
Just an unhinged disaster.
Yes. The changeling is like if the Joker could look like anyone.
Ooh, if the Joker was Clayface?
Yep. Just terrifying, and could also like teleport and navigate the
And
realm
then
of
also
chaos.
teleport.
Yeah.
If the Joker was Clayface and Zatanna?
Yes. Can mimic any person perfectly. Will oftentimes do it for years to see his schemes come to fruition.
Ow!
The changeling is not I'ma pull a prank real quick. The changeling is I've spent the last 30 years orchestrating the absolute perfect
The changeling runs a long con.
Yes.
It's a slow burn.
Yep. And when his long cons come together, they are disastrous and terrifying and wonderful to behold.
Love it when a plan comes together.
Yep. He is a spellcaster as basically any like notable demon is, but it's not his main strength. He's actually kind of a bad caster for like a Tzeentchian demon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of his skill set is in the deception. It is wearing someone's face convincingly for potentially years to pull off a trick or a scheme.
Interesting.
That is as far as like completely like filling the roles of a general of an army in order to like orchestrate the conditions for them to go to war with a neighboring country, so that one specific person makes it to a battlefield so that you can get them to stray too close to a ley line that happens to be in that part of the world, so that that ley line can absorb some part of their power that then make something on the other end of the world happen. Like, that is the changeling's game. He loves the long con.
And the more complicated and convoluted, the better.
Yes, absolutely. He loves for the convolution. No demons are like truly loyal. It's not what being a demon is. Most are loyal just by being extensions of their god, right? Like a horror isn't going to scheme against Tzeentch because it doesn't know what
it doesn't
life
have
is.
The capacity.
Yeah. But the changeling will actively scheme against Tzeentch. There is no better prank than one that you successfully pull on Tzeentch. And the changeling has successfully pulled pranks on Tzeentch before, just for the love of the game.
Cool.
Tzeentch also has a position in each of the chaos gods has a place in the realm of chaos that is their own. The brass citadel for Khorne, the realm of mirrors, I want to say, for Tzeentch. Just infinitely refracting and also disorienting you. The circles of pleasure for Slaanesh, and Nurgle's garden.
Nurgle's garden?
Yeah, where he brews all the new plagues.
Okay.
Nurgle's aspect is growth. It's growth and stagnation cycles.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
The world sprouts and blooms and dies and sprouts again.
Okay, interesting.
Right?
All right.
Nurgle is a nature god.
I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah, I'm excited about Nurgle. Nurgle's great. But yeah, the changeling has basically no allegiance, but he serves each by just being an agent of chaos. And we love him for that. He kind of has done a bunch in AOS, but it's never clear because the changeling will also take credit for things that happened, and we can't tell if he's lying or not.
I'm going to take credit for that because it benefits me for you to think it was me.
Yep. He supposedly helped orchestrate like this big reclamation effort in the realms. Which he then joined and led a huge chunk of it into an ambush with Zangors, and just like,
no.
We love the changeling. But the last character I want to talk about for Tzeentch, and I've saved him for last because I love the boy. If you scroll to the next image, he is our big two-headed birdman.
Back to the two-headed birdman.
The two-headed birdman. The Fate Weaver, Kairos.
Good.
Right.
He is causing mass chaos in this library.
Yes.
He's got a book on the end of his staff.
He does.
I like him.
The Staff of Tomorrow.
Ooh, what a good name!
Yeah, right?
Staff of Tomorrow, yeah!
Kairos Fateweaver is, canonically, the only person in Warhammer who can see the future.
Oh, but
yes.
think you've talked about this. Because he's got 2 heads.
Yeah.
He can't see what's happening right now.
Correct. So Kairos Fate Weaver is the only... This gets a little bit squeamish because there's like a couple of like objects that can kind of see the future. We talked in the Myth to Chaos episode.
Yeah.
The Eye of Shirin, which is a like Tzeentchian artifact, can kind of see the future, but that's like an artifact and you have to like tap into it and it kind of messes with your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
Kairos just has an innate skill.
That's what he can do.
Yeah. He in fact can't stop seeing the future.
Well, like how far in the future?
Depends.
Okay.
And also it's complicated because the future isn't one thing. It is all potential possibilities. Things, yeah. Kairos can see the future, and he can see the past. So Kairos' right head sees all potential futures. Also, the heads don't share knowledge, which is the best part. Kairos' right head sees all potential futures simultaneously. Kairos' left head has a perfect knowledge of the entire past.
And they don't share this information
Correct.
with each other.
They have to tell each other.
Like
in real time. A conversation between Kairos is the most insane shit you could ever witness. Because right head is trying to tell left head something that it is seeing in the future in the present that left head can't know about until it has become the past. And right head is seeing whatever left head responds with beforehand. Because he's looking at the future.
That left hand can't do until it's in the past.
Yes.
Whoa. Okay. Very mind meld. Very timey-wimey.
So Kairos was not born with this power. He did not learn it. Kairos is a mutation on a normal Lord of Change.
Ooh, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They usually just have one head.
Yes. So at the center of Tzeentch's domain, there is it's near the center of the realm of chaos as a whole. There's something called the Well of Eternity.
Good name.
Right?
Lots of good names in this episode.
Right. The Well of Eternity is from whence the future flows. It is literally the place in reality that time enters the world from. Yes. Time flows into the world from the Well of Eternity.
Okay.
And because that is where the future comes from, it is not part of the world as it currently exists. It is the only thing that Tzeentch does not know the contents of. Tzeentch has perfect knowledge of everything in existence, but he can't see the future.
So did he push a guy in there?
He did. He pushed a lot of guys.
Oh my god, okay.
In there. Tzeentch, desperate for the only piece of knowledge that he doesn't have.
Yeah, it would drive him crazy. I can understand that.
Went to the Well of Eternity. And he just grabbed a Lord of Change and he threw them into it. He didn't know what it would do to them.
Yeah,
he didn't know if they would come back. They didn't come back. Presumably they died, or they just stopped to existing because you took a thing that currently exists and put it into the potential of existing.
And that just doesn't work.
Nope. He did that for an indeterminate amount of time. Some people claim he threw a total of 9 Lords of Change in before he threw Kairos in. Some people put it up to like 99. It's probably a factor of 9 because Tzeentch.
Yep, gotta be.
But either way, be it the 9th or the 99th or the 999th Lord of Change he threw in was Kairos.
It just so happened to work?
Yep.
Yeah.
Such is fate. Instead of just disappearing from existence, Kairos reemerged from the Well of Eternity. Depending on some accounts, Kairos reemerged from the Well of Eternity before he was thrown into the Well of Eternity.
Yes, that one. I like that one.
Yeah, right? And when he emerged, he had that mutation. His heads had split into being able to see past and future. One thing you might have noticed I left out of where Kairos can see is that neither of Kairos' heads can see the present.
Yes. Yes.
That is represented in game by him having completely dog shit combat stats.
That makes sense.
Because he's blind. He's blind to the present.
Yeah, he cannot see what's going on right now. He
Yes.
can see it before it happens, but it's the future.
He can see all potential futures,
but
exactly.
He doesn't know which one is actually going to happen. He can see what just happened.
Yes.
That doesn't really help him right now.
The fate of Kairos is to be able to assemble the most perfect, accurate plans, have no idea if they're going well, and then see exactly what went wrong afterwards. It's kind of a curse to be in his position. Yeah. which is hilarious. Kairos and Tzeentch also have kind of a weird relationship.
I'm sure he threw him into a well.
Yeah, well, even beyond that, more so than maybe any other like demon to chaos god relationship, Kairos and Tzeentch are like sitting at the same table with a gun on it.
Just to see who's gonna move first.
Yep. Because Kairos is the only person in existence who has knowledge that Tzeentch doesn't.
Ooh.
He can see futures that Tzeentch can't, which means that if we already went over this with Scarbrand and Khorne, but if there was ever a circumstance where Tzeentch could be on the wrong end of a victory, Kairos would know about it before Tzeentch did.
Oh.
Yeah. So Tzeentch has incentive to play nice with Kairos, to elevate him to a position of importance, to make sure that he remains loyal, even though, like, there's probably not ever going to be a situation where Tzeentch is threatened.
Yeah.
He's a chaos god. The risk is always there.
The risk is low.
Yeah.
But it's never zero.
Yep. And as a Lord of Change, Kairos is nothing if not ambitious.
It tracks.
And similarly,
I'm sure there's always a little bit of a desire to change the status quo.
Yep. And similarly, Kairos does not like necessarily dislike Tzeentch. He loves the like privilege he has of being basically Tzeentch's top demon. But again, he knows that if he was ever not useful enough, Tzeentch might just erase him from existence. That's within Tzeentch's power to do. So they are both in this kind of standoff of like, who's gonna break first and try and make a move on the other.
I like that tension is very good.
It's fascinating. It's not a thing we often see with the Chaos Gods because no demon has a
one get through the other get through reality.
Yeah. The last person who tried is a good contrast with Scarbrand, because the last person who tried it got fucking broken on an existence level. Ugh. But yeah, I love Kairos. Tzeentch will also Kairos can uplift Zangors with his knowledge of past as well. He can do that one too. He's tried to give like living things his knowledge of future before it just like makes their brains explode.
Yeah,
because
they're not good at that.
Yeah, a non-demon or even a less powerful demon just can't take knowledge of all possible futures. That's too much. So much.
The mental capacities aren't designed to hold that.
Absolutely. Kairos can barely handle it. And honestly, he doesn't really handle it. He's a little bit crazy. Yeah. But he can imbue like a mortal even with his perfect knowledge of past. Zangor Enlightened are Zangor who have been blessed by Kairos with his knowledge of past. And they do the same thing that Screamers or that Flamers do, but maliciously, where they will talk shit at you. Yeah.
Flamers just pick a thing and do it, and then that's what they do.
Yeah. An Enlightened, like a host of Enlightened, will roll up on like a human settlement or like the defenders in like an army. And they know they have a perfect knowledge of you and everything else that has happened.
No.
And so you are in like an intense sword fight with this huge bird person, and he is reciting all of your regrets about the things you didn't say to your parents before they died, just like verbatim back at you in your voice. Like,
damn,
throws a person off their game, right?
Yeah, be a little hard to bounce back from that.
Right. Just mimicking your wife asking for divorce. Just throw you off your sword play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. But that's Kairos. And that ultimately is Tzeentch, the god of change. We're going to have a lot of Tzeentch stuff going forward.
I'm sure he's your favorite.
I love Tzeentch. And also he's just involved in everything.
It sounds like this is a type of character who in general will be active by the character's very nature.
Yep. Always wants to change stuff. Always wants to have his finger in every pie, right? And who knows how many he has because he's constantly influenced.
Yeah, right. You know, but I assume it's a factor of 9.
Yeah, probably. But that's Tzeentch. And from change to stagnation, next episode we are going to be talking about his abundance, his corpulence, the god of plagues and
Yeah,
stagnation,
I'm
Nurgle.
very excited. This is gonna be fun.
Nurgle's great. Nurgle's a fan favorite. I quite like Nurgle as well. He's just a little bit gross. He's also, spoilers, I guess. Nurgle's also the only chaos god who like has kindness in him.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
There's a pretty good argument that Nurgle does not like intend to do the harm he does. He's just kind of dumb. He just
oh no, himbo, but bad.
yeah, a little bit. He definitely crafts plagues. He just, who wouldn't want Nurgle's gifts? His followers worshippers call him grandfather.
Whoa.
Yeah, grandfather
okay.
Nurgle.
All right. Okay.
Right? But
prepare mentally for that.
right. But all that's next episode. We'll talk about Nurgle emerging in the realm of life. Gairan, who watch out Alariel. And then after that, Slaanesh and our new member, big old rat, the Great Horned Rat, after that. But in the meantime, I have been Dalton Montgomery, your Warhammer aficionado.
And I'm Darren Smart. And I'm pretty sure Warhammer is that missing tool in your grandfather's shed where you can still just make out the silhouettes. I did lie!
Thanks so much for listening.
Take care, everybody.